Hello everyone. Hope you find yourself well. So, I just want to clarify a little bit about this diagnosis. If you know me at all, you know that I am not easily overtaken by any damn thing on this planet, and I'll go when I'm ready to go. And the extent to which I will suffer will be up to me as well. This is all like one small thing. I didn't expect it, but I knew something was wrong. This is all one small thing that's part of another puzzle, of a larger puzzle. And what I have to be honest about is that for quite some time now, I have known that something big was going to happen. I did not think it was this, like I said. But I knew that something was going to shift and change in my life. And as I was just saying to a friend of mine, I don't feel like as if it's like a death sentence or anything. I more so feel like as if I have been isolated. Like, there's a reason why I named it a tower card. At the same time of this diagnosis, my job is ending, and I work so much. I realize that I work so much that I don't even know who I am if I'm not working. And there's a calling on my life to step up and teach, to bring shamanism to the forefront of my everyday life, to make that, an everyday practice. And I have been avoiding it, and in doing so, I have been negligent towards myself. And not just negligent in the sense of like my health and things, but also I have been negligent in my health. I work way too much right now, and I've been working way too much, way too hard, putting too much time and too much time and too much effort into, corporate world, putting my energy where it cannot be reciprocated. Because at the end of the day, like, money's fine and everything, but like, it's just money, it's not, that's kind of what's going on now with like the Great Resignation. It gets to a point where money isn't enough. It's not enough of an exchange, no matter how much you get. And that's because for me, I realized that I am not living my potential. And I've known that for quite some time, and I wasn't really sure how to shift out of that, how to change things, how to let certain friendships and relationships go. And it's like, this happens and I have no choice. My job, they're getting rid of my department, so I have no choice there. This being what it is inside my body while it's here, because it's just visiting. It's not like, it's not my long-term friend or anything. It's just here to wake me up and to tell me you don't have time to play around. You don't have the luxury that other people have. And sometimes I get sick of being different. I get sick of being gifted. I get sick of all of that. And I want to be normal and live a normal life. But normal life is just not me. Never has been. I'm always, dissatisfied. And I've been feeling dissatisfied down to a cellular level lately. And I knew something was wrong, but I've been doing like a half-ass detox and a half-ass cleanse. And my body doesn't deserve that, It really doesn't. And so the reason I accept what's happening while it's happening right now, I don't accept like everything that they say is plan of treatment and all of that kind of thing. But the reason I come to peace with it is because for the first time in my life, I won't be able to work. It's an aggressive treatment, and I doubt that any job is going to be lenient with schedule. And so I more than likely will like get temporary disability or something like that. And so it gives me time to get to know myself, the me, and get to express my full potential. One of my guides was kind of like lighting into me a little bit the other night, and he's like, you're like an iceberg. And I was like, an iceberg? What kind of analogy is that? But it makes sense, because if you know anything about icebergs, you're only looking at like 30% above the water or something like that, and then the grand mass of it is under the water. And that's how I am. I've always been that way. You only see like a little portion of me, not my full potential, not what I'm actually capable of. And he's like, I don't expect you to 100% come out of the water, but you can do better than what you're doing, and you know you can do better than what you're doing. And so it's just that time. It's just that time. It makes me very nervous. It makes me very uneasy. I'm very independent. And used to doing everything on my own. So even coming out publicly about it and asking for help, I actually put it on Facebook and stuff. Even coming out publicly about it, like, ugh. I didn't even eat yesterday because I felt sick to my stomach. I am not the person that asks for help, but I can become the person that asks for help. And, that was the first step towards it. And I'm going to become a person that knows how to relax and become a person that isn't worrying about surviving all the time. I'm going to become a person that just operates in their passions and become a person that serves and serves in a full capacity. I'm going to become that person because that's the higher version of me, to live, in alignment. And for a while I've been so malaligned. It's like now my cell, like I said, on a cellular level, my cells are malaligned, and that's all that's really happening. I've been living in a way of like disagreement. All I need to do is get into alignment to heal. I do need to detox, for sure. I have been doing a very slow one as I go along, like getting rid of meats and getting rid of junk food. But it's time to take it a little bit deeper, and I want to work my way back to fasting, because nothing heals faster than fasting. Nothing. And it has its own level of enlightenment when you do choose to fast. And so I want to work my way down to that schedule. I know yesterday I seemed like weird in the video, but in all honesty, I don't feel afraid of like cancer or death or anything like that, or suffering. I don't feel afraid of any of those things. Been there, done that. The thing I realized, like all of this time, the thing I'm really afraid of is me. That's it. Me, and maybe being accepted as who I am in my full capacity. And so I have a tendency to hide, and I'm a whole Cancer, and I will hide in my shell for as long as I'm allowed to. And all of this tumor is saying is, you can't hide in your shell for forever. You can't even fit in the shell. And so contrary to what it looks like, I'm actually kind of excited. I'm excited to see what I am and see what lies under the water for me. I'm excited to see some other, like, I have so many ideas and things like that, and I'm just excited about the creativity that I've been sitting on to come out and emerge in the world. And so I feel excited about that, and I'm excited about healing yet another thing that people say you can't heal from, or that you can't do yourself. I'm excited to heal it. I'm excited to get past it and move on and see what life is beyond this. And so while I did ask for encouraging words, I know that it's not going to be easy. I know sometimes my spirit might feel low or might feel defeated for a day or two, but I don't have time for that. Ultimately, it's just not who I am. And so my goal is to kind of go back and look at this encouragement and know that other people are on my side, and that I'm not alone, because I have a bad habit of isolating myself. It's a Cancer thing. I have a bad habit of isolating myself and wanting to hide in my shell, But it is time for the shell to crack open. And that's all that this is about. Please continue to pray for me anyway and uplift me and all of that stuff. I really appreciate it. And thank you for all your love and all your support and all of that good stuff. And y'all have a great day.